All right. Where do we put our brackets? Where does our clause exist? DGP Wednesday, who's going to be brave enough? Who's going to be awake enough? Where do you think we should put our brackets? Deester, what do you got? You went from each right here all the way to class. Okay. Let me ask you guys, is there one subject and one verb in here? Okay, one subject, one verb, right in between those brackets. Does it make sense and complete a thought? Is that a clause? Well done, Deester. Okay, now I'm going to take this front box right here. See how I just have it highlighted? Don't click in the box because we don't want the cursor showing. We don't want the cursor showing here. We just want it highlighted. Morning, Alex. We just want it highlighted like this, and then we're going to Control C, or you can click on it and hit copy. Okay, whichever one you want to do. Control C, though, is a quick link to it. You're going to put it towards the middle of the clause, and we're going to do Control V, or you can right click and hit paste. They're the same thing. Notice the shortcuts that it's showing on the toolbar here, right? So, is everyone able to make this box appear and move it? Okay, we just need to have a single clause box over each clause. Okay, that way we can have a Santa Claus. I don't know, just like to say Santa Claus. When you click on this box, now you have three options. Do we have an independent clause where it makes sense on its own and stands by itself, or do we have a dependent clause where it still needs help? What do you think, Coop? Does this one make sense on its own? Yeah. Each student has brought their book, paper, and pencil to class. So you say it needs help? Okay. What do you not understand about the thought that it's trying to tell you? Because you're not alone. I think some people are still thinking it's a dependent clause. Does this complete a thought? Each student has brought their book, paper, and pencil to class. Yes. If it completes a thought, it makes sense by itself. It's a what? It's independent. Okay. Thank you, Coop, for letting me use you as an example to think through that. If it makes sense on its own, it is independent. All right. Now, we have one independent clause. So we need to know our sentence type. Is it a simple sentence where you just need one independent clause? Is it a compound sentence where we have two independent clauses? Is it a complex sentence where we have an independent clause and a dependent clause? Or is it a compound complex sentence where you have two independent clauses and at least one and one dependent clause? Simple, compound, complex, compound, complex. It's a simple. Well done, Josh. All right. Simple sentence that says one independent clause. Now, we have four options to choose from, correct? Interrogative or interrogative. Are we asking a question? No. Exclamatory? Okay. Imperative? No, we're not making a command. We're not saying that each student bring their book, paper, and pencil to class. We're not saying they have to. Yeah, just stating a fact, right? So now we have simple sentence, declarative. Huh? Yeah, you just scroll a little bit there. Questions on DGP Wednesday? Okay. Is the clause at least starting to make sense? Why we have clauses? I promise you, once you have an example of two clauses, you'll see the vast difference. If you have one simple subject and a verb, it's going to be the whole sentence. Okay.